Steve here, Soggy Bottom Farm. We're going to conclude the air compressor installation on this Kubota lawnmower. But in the other part, I promised you I was going to let you see the wife's nipple. The wife's nipple. How do I make that focus? Come on. There you go. Nice one. Okay, let's go over what we got so far, and I'll show you what I've done, and you can join me in the thought processes, and let's see how to do this. Hang on, I'm going to go outside. Okay, we're back at the lawnmower. Here's the head. I started out by making a longer shaft. I actually added an extra pulley for my next little project to add on here. But this really wasn't doing what it should do. It was deadheading. And you know, if it will suck and it'll blow, must be good head. So I found myself back in the shop thinking about the whole performance of it, and you know, I accumulated the things I was need: regulator, some fittings, some gauges. I'm going to make a receiver out of this piece of 4-inch PVC pipe here. We'll tap some MPT threads in it for these 1/4-inch fittings. And we're going to go at it, and when I get done, we're going to run it again. But thinking about the head, you know, I realized what I needed was a ball check. I guess you could call it a check ball. But we all know that I don't have any balls. After sitting around in the shop, playing with the wife's nipple. Steve again, Soggy Bottom Farm. I know you know that, but it's been a couple weeks for me. I got completely away from the idea of using a hinge underneath of here. So I welded some gussets and I attached that thing to the framework of the old Murray. It's in there hard now. It doesn't move at all. Gutter belt. This was attached to the a deck component on the Murray lawnmower. This came off the Sears lawnmower, along with this plate in the back that everything's mounted to. This was just an old hunk of tube laying around. That was some bracket off of something. This is something I got to continue to work on. I'm not happy with this at all. But, you know, the intention is to bring it over here and drop it in that hole so I don't have to hold it and pressurize the tank. It'll just be tensioned already right here. So that's moving that, like that. Up here, fitting from a paint sprayer, this nipple, and then this T came off of it with this pop-off safety valve, whatever you want to call it. I fiddled with that thing and got it somewhere around 80 pounds. It was really made for 60. But I tightened it up enough that when it opens, it's restricting the airflow. If I ain't careful, I accidentally pumped this up to 140 pounds the other day. It actually scared me. I don't ever want to do that. But I'm pretty sure I'm close to about 80. We're going to try it for this test. What I did in this nipple here, because I didn't have a check valve, is I made one. Let me get somewhere where I can focus on this. This is just a regular pipe nipple. Come on, there we go. Or maybe. How do I get that? There. Just a pipe nipple. I took a spring that would not fit inside the nipple, a chamfer-headed screw, and this nylon nut. And I put them together. Let me operate this thing. There. I made a check valve out of a pipe nipple. If you ever find yourself in a pinch or you just ain't ready to spend the money on it, Why doesn't that focus? It's got to be the background, huh? You know, give this a shot. You're troubleshooting something and you need to know it for sure before you spend some money. Anyways, a regulator, and then we got a hose. So let me get this started and I'll show you its performance. You can check out the quality of my check valve. It does leak, but it hangs in there for quite some time. Hold on, let me start her up. I figured out how to lower the volume too, so won't be so hard on you guys. Hang in there. Okay, this guy, he's blowing off, and this is the check valve. Like I said, just a chamfer headed screw, spring and a nut. Just make sure the spring doesn't fit through the nipple or the fitting, whatever. It will bleed down, but it's going to take it a while. You can see it's bleeding down. Alright, I gotta get a trailer hitch put on this thing. The intention is to put that wagon on the back here. Then we can take this fan and blow the grass clippings into the trailer. But I gotta put a trailer hitch on here yet before I do that. I got a couple other ideas going on in my head, and lucky for me, I got an old John Deere right there. I can use the parts off of that. Then I got a white lawnmower to use too. So come on back. I got a couple more things going on. Thanks for stopping by. Steve out.